In this video, we're going to have a look at finding a position to term rule for the sequences. This is sometimes called the nth term of a sequence, and we use n to help us find a position in a sequence. So for example, n equals 2, that tells us we're looking at the second term of the sequence. N equals 4 is the fourth term of the sequence. Now in words, we can think of the position to term rule as the following. We multiply the position by a number, and then we either add or subtract a value. So let's have a look at this first sequence and work out how we can fill in these gaps and then turn this into an algebraic rule. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to find the difference between each of the terms. So in this case, I am adding 2 to each of the terms. Now this tells me what I multiply my position by. So in this case, I'll be multiplying the position by 2. It's similar to having the 2 times table. But our sequence doesn't start with the number 2. So to work out what we need to add on at the end, we have a look at the reverse of the sequence. So what we do is we actually go back a step. We say, well, if I subtracted 2, I would get the number 2. And this tells me that I actually need to add 2 at the end. So if I turned this into an algebraic expression, I would have 2 multiplied by the position, and we're using n as the position, so this is 2n, and then we're adding 2. Now, you can check this rule by substituting in a value of n and making sure you get the correct number from the sequence. So let's try n equals 3. So when n equals 3, we have 2 times 3 plus 2, which is equal to 6 plus 2, which is equal to 8. And we can see that our third term in the sequence is 8, so we're happy that this rule is working. So let's do the same for the second sequence. So first of all, I'm going to find the difference in terms. Now this time we are subtracting 3 from each term. So this means that we're multiplying the position by minus 3. So I'm going to start with minus 3n. Now to find out what I'm adding at the end, I'm going to go back a term. So I'm going to add 3, and my previous term would be minus 6. So my rule is minus 3n minus 6. So let's do a check. So again, I'm going to use n equals 3. Minus 3 times 3 minus 6 is minus 9 minus 6, which is indeed minus 15, which is what our third term is. So there is my position to term rule. So I can either write this in words or algebra.